Scrap for the long-awaited little spoiler. It's our mid-month spoiler time. This spoiler was supposed to happen on Tuesday at noon, and we had everything all ready to go. And last weekend, I started to kind of feel under the weather. So by Tuesday, this was not going to happen. I absolutely said, can't do it. Can't just, we're going to have to postpone. And I'm just so thankful to be feeling much better and with you here today on this Good Friday. I hope you have plans to celebrate with your family this weekend, the Easter holiday. So whatever you're doing, maybe you're off of work today and you have extra time. You don't have to hide the fact that you're taking a quick little break and watching this non-work related event online. So I'm happy to see some of you checking in here. I've got a little crowd forming, so that's wonderful. I know it is a holiday weekend. Maybe you're traveling, and I know several people who are. So safe travels to all of you on this beautiful day. In Wisconsin, here we've had our combination so far of thunderstorms, rain, sunshine, and clouds. So typical April Easter weekend in Wisconsin. Hi, Donna. Good to see you here. Lots of people checking in. If this is your first time watching a spoiler, please let us know. We love to give you an extra welcome. And I always try to remind people of this as well. We love your comments, but if there is a very important pressing question you have, please make sure you message us directly so we don't miss it. Because even if you're watching live or on the replay, a lot of times there's conversation, we might miss it. So if you have an important question, please message us directly, especially after the live. We've got Julie on the Cape. She works at Club Scrap and she is monitoring the phones and chat. And we've got Karen right down the hall here helping me today as well. So I'm seeing all kinds of wonderful, fun comments and happy Easter wishes showing up in the chat. That's awesome. So typically at mid-month, we have been in the common practice of releasing a special edition. Now, this isn't guaranteed. I just want to say it's not a guarantee. Sometimes we don't do it. It just depends on what we have going on here. But these special releases are a little bit different than our monthly kits. First of all, they don't ship automatically. Secondly, if you are a member and you are receiving the subscription kit, you can add this to your box just by placing an order and saying ship with my next kit. So that's kind of a nice advantage to being a member. Plus members, you do save your $8 on each kit, but anyone is welcome to shop and pick up the collection. Now the theme of this kit is called, drum roll please, it's called Besties. And we've never done this theme before as far as I know. We've done themes on friendships. We've actually had a kit, I think, called Friendship in the 26 years we've been here at Club Scrap. And I know for a fact that many of you have best friends that you've made through Club Scrap. I'm just getting a notification that says add effects using hand gestures. No, we're not going to do that today, Facebook. I'm going to turn this off. Excuse me. Okay. Distracting pop-up messages while I'm live is never good. Anyway, I know I have many, many best friends because of Club Scrap, so I'm grateful for that. And why not make a kit to celebrate that? And I know a lot of you scrapbookers out there really want, or crafters, I should say, paper crafters want to know that you can make cards with these kits as well. And the answer today, once again, is yes. Not a direct card kit per se, but we do have great options for you. So stay tuned. If you're a card maker, you're going to learn all about the card option for the Besties collection. So put on your sunglasses. It's going to be fun and bright, my friends. Let's take a quick look at this kit. I'm going to have to get you to my ceiling and then zoom in again on my work surface here. And that's right. Oop, hello. Look at that fun kit. These nifty mid-century modern prints, and I confess I love them. I love this style of print. It's just my thing. I'm really into it. And these fun, funky colors are a great palette. It's a little bit reminiscent of a kit we did way back called Fizz. I don't know if you've been around maybe since '03. You might remember that one. We've remixed it. Fizz had a lot of really funky shapes, but it had these bright colors accented with a silver and a black. So the two prints, and of course, if you've been here for a while, you also know you can purchase these by the sheet as open stock while supplies last, but they are included in the kit. This we're calling the ombre print since it kind of features from the green, orange, pink, red, orange, and so on, back to the green. And then this is the hourglass print. If you're ever wondering what's what, we do have a little graphic in the shopping cart that shows a picture and the name of each print. So the ombre and the hourglass. And they have that fun star shape. I mean, because our friends are our stars, right? Isn't that fun? And then we have our plain paper collection to complement, of course. So we have the orange, we have the pink, but you might already know this. Wait, it's pink and orange. So these are basically 4 sheets of the same paper, and it's a super duper heavy duplex paper. So you've got the pink on one side, the orange on the other. So if you have preferences, you have lots of options. If you love orange, not pink so much, Rita, you can just use the orange side. Okay, 4 sheets of orange. How awesome is that? Inside joke there. Rita is a big friend of Club Scrap, and she really prefers, I'm just going to say she prefers orange. Here we have, this is a text weight, so be mindful of that, and I've used it accordingly in the pages. This is that metallic silver. Then we have a super smooth white, 2 sheets of that. And then finally, rounding things out, we've got the nice jet black here and a lime green. So fun. I love these bright, cheerful colors. Perfect for spring. A rainy day in spring changes everything. And then naturally we have our cut aparts. So here you'll be able to trim all these pieces into separate art elements, and then they'll help you finish your pages. Embellishing wise, Craig picked up some gorgeous ribbon here. Check this one out. He went crazy on this one. This is, how wide is that? At least an inch wide. Let's just measure this. Grab a Club Scrap ruler here. Oh yeah, we're talking a good inch on this one. It's a metallic silver edge with a grosgrain. Love that. And then this fun pink or fuchsia, whatever color you want to call it. This is a checked pattern you can maybe see in there, hopefully. And then 2 yards of the silver cord, which I really, really like for the cards as well, because we can transform all of this into cards and pages. Now, goodies, we found these satin rosettes. We got a bunch of them here for you. 3 in the pink and 3 in the lime. And I can't even believe how perfectly they match the papers in the kit. It's like they were made just for us. Same die lot here as the checked pink ribbon. We have a charm set, and I'm almost like tempted to have extras of these. This one, sometimes it blacks out on a screen. I'm just going to say it's got 2 little arrows, and it says, "Ain't no hood like sisterhood." Isn't that fun? It's engraved in there. I mean, this is pendant quality. I really, really love this charm. It's that's a few millimeters thick. Really, really nice. Put a hanging loop on there, and you've got a pendant. This one just says best friends twice on the circle. And here we have an infinity charm that just says BFF in the lower right corner here. So with this cord combined with this, some cool effects here I'll show you on the finished pages. And then I found these really sweet little smiling labels. So yeah, they're like a label. They're like a woven product with a smiley face woven into it. Again, playing right into the happiness of having our best friends. And you get a 5-pack of those. As is true with all of our kits, we've got the instructions for you. So as a reminder, especially if you're new, the instructions can be found in the resources tab of the Club Scrap website. And then there's a drop down and it says instructions. Click that. Special release. This is a special release page kit. And you'll find this document. And the document really lays out in detail how to trim all of these papers to turn everything into pages. And there's a QR code there. And if you grab that with your phone or click on the link, that's going to take you to the video workshop. And if you don't like reading, and I know a lot of you don't care for it much, especially reading instructions, I've got you covered in that workshop video, okay? Let's take a look at the pages here. I'll set my kit aside. Oh, they're upside down. Okay, here are the pages 1 and 2. It was really fun, like being able to explore which side of the duplex paper to use. So here, the pink is on the back and the orange is out front. But then I've got the pink photo mats here, so you can flip these over however you wish. And you can see here too with the tags from the cut aparts that I used the slot punch. Quick reminder, I'll grab my slot punch. Again, I think almost everyone has this little doodad. It's kind of a heavy duty little thing. I keep it in the supplies I use all the time, and it helps transform a simple cut apart into a really cool tag. And I can wind that gorgeous ribbon around it, wrap it around to the back, top it with one of those rosettes, and we're good to go. Same thing over here reflected on the right page. And then here's how I use those cute little labels. I just suspended them behind the series of 3 smaller mats here, made a loop of ribbon behind that one. We got plenty of room for photos on this. Another series of 3 over here. More looping and slot punching and rosetting. And this is kind of a fun little shape that Jacqueline added. Once you cut the points into the cut aparts, it's just a sweet page embellishment there. Here's the fun charm right in the center of the series of 3 squares. Another cute little, doesn't he add a lot? It's just, it's a little something. It's nice and flat, but it's adorable. So that is layouts 5 and 6. And then finally, pages 7 and 8. That's where I suspended the circular charm between 2 pieces of silver cord. We have some fun shapes you can fussy cut in here. The checked ribbon adds a nice anchoring strip on this side. And then finally the infinity charm here with the best friend tag topped with some of the checked ribbon. Just so beautiful. So those are the Besties pages. Now I'm going to try to carefully explain how this works because this is slightly different than things we've done in the past. First of all, we have a bonus print here for you. So this is also going to be found on the open stock papers for Besties, and because it is specifically designed for card making, it's a text weight. So it's going to reduce the weight of your card when you pop it in the envelope and mail it. Okay, so this is the text weight bonus print that matches everything from the Besties collection. Then we have the Besties bonus card cut apart. So there is not a card kit for this, just a card bonus cut apart. So when you pick that up, what's going to happen is you will receive a link to these instructions, okay? The instructions contain specific color names and cutting diagrams for each sheet of recommended paper, all right? Then it shows the cards that you'll make, and I will show you the cards actually in a moment. And I just want to make sure you understand how this works. So it'll say like you need a Besties page kit, and you need, if you want to use the text weight prints, you can sub out with that, and then the cut aparts. And it says pink, orange, green, and black. Pink, orange, green, and black. Those papers are trimmed. 2 white, 2 prints, and then these 2 cut aparts. The QR code here takes you to a video, but I did not make a video just for this Besties kit. What I did is recycled, which is something I always encourage you to do, recycled the simple, really nice single fold round and round cards. So while the video is using different papers, it still is going to create the same exact card structures. I really, really hope that makes sense, because then when people have questions, we can just direct you right to this video. Okay, let me show you the fun cards and we'll get on with it. Right, Tricia? Here we go. And if you know the round and round kit, I believe it was released in March. And the first thing we featured, the first set of cards in that kit, included these fun cards with the 4 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I chose to emboss the panel before I added it to the card. Isn't that, I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's so fun though, right? And then the cord, the ribbon, I got 2 little staples there for a fun little thing. And then this was, I took a page out of Beth Moran's book. She said she moved the sentiment from the bottom of the card up to the square zone so she could see more of the pattern. So thanks for the idea. That's what I did here. Okay, so you reserve the right to arrange things however you wish. What do these cards say? Thinking of you. I may not always be there with you, but I will always be there for you. And then this one, 2 of those, 2 happy birthdays. I think the proper term for older women should be queenagers. Have a great day. Love that. Okay, then we have another set. These are an uneven gatefold card, so it's overlapping. And this one, a friend is like a good bra. Hard to find, supportive, comfortable, always lifts you up and makes you look better, and always close to your heart. Thinking of you. And what's so fun about these 2, it's an orange card base on the outside, pink card base on the inside. 2 of those, and then young at heart, slightly older in other places. Happy birthday, you young thing. So that's the middle size. Again, you can see these are relatively simple to assemble cards. I wanted you to be able to crank these out and get them done, because you're going to want to pop these in envelopes and send them. And I just want to mention, kind of on your own for envelopes. You're My Shiro, again, really highlighting that fun pattern, and the medallion. Again, that's optional too if you're concerned about mailing. If I could give you one thing in life, it would be the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how amazing you are. I love that. For my Shiro. And then happy birthday. Are we getting older or is the supermarket playing great music? Two of those. I love that quote because it's so true. Do you ever find yourself, rocking it out at the supermarket? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm seeing some nice comments. How many sets do I need? Good question, Holly. With this particular set, you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a total of 12 sheets, 10 planes, 2 prints, plus the cut aparts. Okay, so it uses the majority of your kit. You'll have a few extra sheets of paper. You'll have extra prints. If you get the page kit where you have enough ribbon to recreate, yes, I didn't add anything. Like what came in the page kit is what I used when I made the card. So you will always, and that's generally my rule. Like I will really be careful to make sure that I don't overextend what was in the kit. I'm always given exactly what you're given when I begin my work on creating these cards and pages. It makes me happy to look at. I love that, Cassandra. Yes, exactly. It makes me happy to look at it too. I think the colors are start us off in a really good place. And then I think we, with the cards, we really balanced it out nicely with thinking of yous and birthdays. Same with the sentiments too on the cut aparts. I didn't really talk about what those were, but here's one of my favorite quotes. Diamonds are forever, but rhinestones are for everyone. I love that. One of my new friends said that to me, and I'm like, I'm writing that down. That needs to be a sentiment, and we finally had the chance to use it. The best portion of your life will be the small, nameless moments you spend smiling with someone who matters to you. So let me just suggest this too. Um, if you get the page kit and then you get the card kit add-ons, you will have extra paper, and I'm guessing the extra cut aparts from the page kit could transform into cards quite well as well. In fact, we prove that regularly around here too. But so the extra, I missed that comment. It went by too fast. Gonna need 2 sets, Janet. One for cards and one for pages. I know, I'm sorry. But again, you will have some paper left you could maybe get away with making. I will say too, let's see, the silver, I added a silver panel to these kind of serendipitously. I don't think I added the diagram about that in here now that I'm thinking of it, but you'll figure it out. It's easy. So these cards are super fun. Follow your creative muse. It'll be great. We'll get you off to a good start with those instructions. No separate purchase if you want to make cards instead of pages. That is correct. Well, no separate purchase if you want to make cards instead of pages. If you want to make cards instead of pages, you need to add the card kit cut aparts. That's your separate purchase. If you want to have a text weight print, grab those text weight prints. That's a separate purchase. Just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Definitely going to need 2 of these, Kathy. I know. It's worth the extra effort then, I guess, right? Yes, I know my card makers really always love to see that option, so I'm happy to provide it. And it was also nice that I didn't have to film another entire card workshop. Those are typically take me twice as long to film and to edit. So if I can recycle something I've done like 2 months ago, it's always a win. Because time is at a premium. I may need to for pages. Oh, there you go, Holly, because you have a lot of best friends, right? You need to highlight all of them. And also don't forget the many countless projects you can make with this kit as well. It would make a gorgeous book you could give to a friend. Yes, Stephanie, you can order it right now. At least you should be able to. I'm guessing Karen's already been sharing links. So you can order this now. Oh, thank you, Kathy Peterson. That's awesome. Kathy lives locally. We get to see her regularly. That's fantastic. Well, I see that you do have some questions. We will do our best to get them all handled and get you whatever you desire. Again, if you're a member, when you place your order, make sure your order matches the name of your membership name so that we can match those two up and ship them together come May. It's May. It's going to be May really soon. And in the meantime, will this be at the Mega Meet, Stuart? Yes, it will be at the Mega Meet. We've got them already on a pallet, ready to go onto the trailer. Karen and I are going to hop in the truck and drive that trailer all the way to Michigan so you can grab this kit while you're there if that is your wish. Okay, my friends, thanks for your enthusiasm, for joining me here today. Once again, have a very blessed and happy Easter celebrating with your family, and I will see you soon to tell you all about what's coming from Club Scrap in the month of May.